In this video, I will talk about how to build muscle in old age. So the whole presentation are very long, so this will be only short introduction. So please download the presentation from the link in the description and you read for yourself because it has many references to scientific publications. And I should say I have my own opinion, which is different from established and dominate opinion of medical professionals. So, but again, I believe it's interesting what I have found, and I checked it in my body, and I am quite satisfied with the results. Okay, let's go. So life begins when a sperm cell and ovum join together in a process called fertilization, forming a single cell called a zygote. The zygote then divides rapidly, creating a group of cells that are attached to a framework called the extracellular matrix, consisting of bones, collagen, and elastin fibers. The main cell production extracellular matrix elements are fibroblasts. The immune system can remove old and damaged cells, replacing them with stem cells, which fall into four types: totipotent, pluripotent, and multipotent, and also somatic stem cells. Our bodies are aging and do not live forever, unfortunately. We have to understand why. And aging is associated with a progressive decline in skeletal muscle mass and strength. The core cause of aging and death, as I discussed in my videos, is stiffening of extracellular matrix, in particular in blood vessels, leading to a compromised supply of nutrients and oxygen by the blood circulation. Again, my viewpoint is much different from established and dominant opinion of medical professionals, but I follow this. I am actually, as a professional science, I don't trust so-called established science. There is no established science. I have my own opinion. Will you follow my opinion or not? It is up to you. Make your own research. I give a lot of references to scientific publications. Read them and make your own research. So you see, again, I consider that our body is a colony of cells which are supported with this frame, with extracellular matrix. And then our age is related to aging of this frame, of the extracellular matrix, because cells can be replaced. Aging of cells has no sense because old cells can be removed by our immune system and replaced by stem cells, and this rejuvenation process can go indefinitely. So in principle, we can live forever young, but again, something happens what limits our longevity. Okay, let's go. When the extracellular matrix is stiff, the migration of immune and stem cells is compromised due to elastin fiber destruction, elastin replacement with much more stiff collagen, and excessive collagen deposition leading to fibrosis of tissues. Also collagen cross-linking by sugar molecules and blood vessel calcification. So it goes in steps. So first, our body, when our newborn baby is very elastic, a frame is very elastic, it is growing quick, but then some degeneration happens slowly. So elastin is not produced in older age, and it is replaced by collagen. Collagen is 1,000 times stiffer than elastin, and then all the frame gets stiff. So, and while regular physical exercise is often believed to improve blood circulation and slow aging, it is not always the case. This again, my opinion, much different, and it is based not only on scientific publications, but on my own experience. I made some mistake. Now I do much better. Anaerobic resistant exercise can lead to hypoxia, vessel stiffening, and accelerated aging. On the other hand, aerobic endurance exercise and a mix of resistance and endurance exercises may enhance blood vessels elasticity and slow down aging, even reverse it. So again, you have to do all necessary steps, and how to decide, are you aging or are you rejuvenating? It is two ways. First, it is indication in numbers. So monitoring pulse pressure and the resting heartbeat rate with blood pressure monitor helps to estimate changes in arterial stiffness and biological age. So you can see, you can definitely see in numbers what is your biological age. Are you going to be older, or you slowly rejuvenate your body? So a lower pulse pressure and resting heart rate are linked to reduced arterial stiffness and vascular resistance, potentially extending lifespan. Okay, it is potentially, but of course there can be some accidents and we can be killed, but yet we can relate pulse pressure and resting heart rate to our biological age. So what is happening in young age? In young age, muscles grow very easy. You're very easy. You go to gym, you go to resistant exercises, you have enough protein and muscles grow. Muscles grow. But it is not so in old age. Why? Only one reason. Blood flow is compromised. To grow muscles, you need oxygen, you need supply of nutrients, and stiff blood vessels cannot give you this oxygen and nutrients enough to grow muscles. Instead, even if you go to resistant exercises, you actually accelerate your aging. So some people, like this person, 85 years old, he tries to do whatever he can, even with some chemicals and some testosterone injections, but it works not so well, I would say. Look, Schwarzenegger, how he was in young age and now, and he got problems with his heart, and so it is actually, you see, he keeps some muscular mass, but not as he was in young age. Again, why? He tries to do resistant exercises, but doesn't work. Muscle cells have high metabolic rates than fat cells, reflecting increased energy demands. Okay, so muscle cells are very expensive to sustain. Aging causes a decline in muscle mass and increase in fat, and a change in body composition, leading to a decrease in resting metabolic rate. Why again? Why it is changing? Because to keep high metabolic rate, to keep energy supply, you need blood flow. If blood flow not going and not providing enough oxygen and nutrients, it just cannot sustain this energy demands. So metabolic rate drops. Arterial stiffness and reduced blood flow to muscles due to aging cause chronic hypoxia, affecting muscle health through the inflammation, oxidative stress as a result of chronic hypoxia, and senescent cell accumulation. Senescent cells, it is reaction to inflammation. Chronic hypoxia contributes to muscle atrophy and increased fat deposits in old age. Sarcopenia, which is associated with lower physical strength, can coincide with obesity. It is normally go together. Older adults easily get tired, engaging in less physical activity, and that may accelerate muscle loss, of course. So you keep your physical activity, it helps to keep your muscle mass, but yet it is not enough, because you have to understand how it works. Aging is also linked to insulin resistance, affecting nutrient use for muscle building. Consequently, muscle growth declines and muscle loss accelerates in older adults. Okay, what is happening in age 25? You have some fat deposition, but not very big. Amount of fat tissue, deposit tissue is growing. Muscles are getting destroyed in age. It is age of 66. I'm personally 67. So in this presentation, I will discuss various factors that are contributing to the loss of physical strength and muscle mass. So it is sarcopenia, as well as treatments that may help slow the development of sarcopenia and even grow muscles in old age. Resistance-based exercise combined with a higher intake of dietary protein, amino acids, and vitamin D are currently recognized by medical professionals and health coaches as the most effective interventions to promote skeletal muscle growth. Unfortunately, I did it. I did it. I was going to gym. I was doing this resistance exercise a lot. Instead, and muscles didn't grow. Even my well-being feelings were not so well because again, in resistance exercises they produce inflammation in your body. Inflammation accelerate aging. So I changed, I went to the topic, I changed my lifestyle, and now it is better. Now it is much better. Okay, so from a review of scientific publications, I came to different conclusions. Not this, different, okay, and it's much more reasonable conclusions. I came to different conclusions and may propose more efficient strategies for growing muscle mass in old age. In particular, I believe that the first priority has to be improving blood flow by reducing arterial stiffness and vascular resistance in our body. I told already about this in my previous videos, so you know that it is possible. It is possible. What is interesting? When my arterial stiffness and vascular resistance reduced, and I saw it with blood pressure monitor, then suddenly muscles start to grow, and they grow very quick. So I'm just surprised, and I consider this muscle growth is indication of my rejuvenation. So it is not only my blood pressure improved and then but result of the better blood flow is growing of muscles. But again, I will talk in later in presentation what to do, how it works. So we know that what is happening, it is with age, our aorta, especially aorta, it is supposed to be very elastic. It is getting stiff, and also atherosclerosis can develop, and then it is also not working very well. So it is higher workout for higher stress on your heart, and then, but the main consequence, it is the blood flows compromised. Your tissues, especially muscle tissues, they need oxygen to produce energy, and they don't have oxygen. They don't have oxygen, then or you have all these steps in development of aging. It is chronic hypoxia, it is inflammation, accumulation of senescent cells. As a consequence of this, stiffness of aorta and stiffness of blood vessels, and how to improve it, I will go in details later. So what I use with blood pressure monitor, I can measure my pulse pressure. This is pulse pressure, and this is systolic pressure and diastolic pressure and mean arterial pressure. So my systolic pressure, so I can use it as parameter to estimate my biological age. So I am always was in a group like group number 1, so it is low blood pressure and low heartbeat rate, resting heartbeat rate. So I am now, my systolic pressure is somewhat 100, even below. So it is not even here, it is somewhere down. And my diastolic pressure, unfortunately, it is not so. It is, if I will check this pulse pressure, what is pulse pressure? Pulse pressure is difference between systolic pressure and diastolic blood pressure. So now I have this pulse pressure in the range of 35, 36. It is, again, it is related to age, like maybe between 40 and 30, so it is definitely, I can consider this as sign of rejuvenation. If I have and pulse pressure and also the mean arterial pressure, they are related to the stiffness of blood vessels. They are related to blood flow. If it is improving, then certainly it is indication that blood flow. And next consequence of this better cardiovascular health, it is better muscle growth. And I started grow muscles incredibly quick. So it is, again, a year ago I was going to fitness, to gym, and I was doing intense physical training. I mean, with resistance, with high weight and everything, and it didn't work. It didn't work. I improved my muscle, but not so well, not so much, despite my great efforts. But then suddenly, when I started to do all the procedures to improve blood flow, muscle started to grow, and I increased my weight from 68 to 76 kilos, mostly muscles, because fat is also growing, but not much. And it's about 2 kilo per month. I'm getting 2 kilo per month from October till the January. And then it is continues to grow. Let's see how long it will take to get good appearance. Maybe years, but again, I'm glad to I got the right way, and it is. I see it as confirmation that my way to rejuvenate my body works. So again, I don't trust medical professionals. I have my own opinion, and in this experiment, I see it works. Previously, I was following the recommendation of these health coaches, and I tried to do this resistance exercise. I tried to push my body. It didn't work. It even accelerated my aging. Now it is different. So, and I will go into details in this presentation. So, okay, please download the main presentation. You will get to the references to the literature sources, and you can make your own research. You can get your own opinion, because my opinion, again, it is not something like established science. It is my hypothesis. It works for me, but maybe not work for you. Okay, take care and have a good day. Ciao, ciao.